Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Airships Lost Flotilla. Today's beverage is a very nice rooibos or red bush tea. So welcome back to Airships Lost Flotilla. In the previous episode we were looking at the pneumopter, or the popter as we're going to call it, the pneumatically powered, omnidirectional, exceptionally fast vessel with absolutely zero stamina whatsoever. It's basically a greyhound in a sandpit. It's all burst, and then it's all sort of tuck it out, and you need a drink and just calm down. Anyway, we did get a very decent run off it. And considering it was the first or second time I've really ran it in anger, I was pretty happy with that. There's still a couple of vessels we want to run. Going over to the right here, there is the gunboat, but it's got even less HP, so I didn't want to run that for this one. I'm going to run the Exterminator, because I don't know why. Anyway, it's got 13 HP, 1 armour, -1 boarding damage. It's 270 speeds, so comparing that to the the default cruiser, it's not that slower. It's got 240 degrees turn rate, which is equivalent to the Corvette, -40% accuracy, but it comes with flamethrowers. So basically, this is going to be the sort of spam vessel, and just tank up the armour. Make sure you don't care about getting hit. It's the Exterminator. It's a big armoured bug. Actually, it's a small armoured bug. And again, like a couple of the other vessels in the game, the couple of times I've played it, I've never really got on with it. But I've also got a lot more time in the game now, so maybe, hopefully, it has a lot more time for me. Let's go ahead, load that up. And what should we have? Well, we don't want anything that's, like, vulnerable. We don't want anything any reduction in armour or anything like that. Commander Yithric might be a good one. Damage taken in the last 6 seconds, plus 60% reload speed, but reduction in XP gain. Minus 10% reload speed, but plus 50% accuracy. We don't care about that. In fact, we're on the opposite of that. It's a minus 40% accuracy. We're all about just more good, more better. Commander Wormhook, minus damage, minus explosion damage, plus speed. Again, I don't think I want speed. Map loops around is all good. I try to run with different captains. Plus 20% damage, plus 30% enemy shot spread, cancel all vulnerability resistance, maybe not. What about over here? Reduction in HP, but shields, not bad. We've been chased by cultists before. Stunned enemies catch fire. If it was the other way around, like as in enemies on fire stunned, that would be exceptional with 2 flamethrowers to start with. Minus 50% reload speed, minus 80% doctrine upgrade cost, but plus 2 escort slots. Maybe plus 2 money from cargo, -1 escort slot. Do we just go from just go straight up? How many escort slots do we have? We got 2. Do we just try and get the biggest weapons possible? That doesn't feel right. You know what? And I said I'm going to go with different captains. I do think damage taken. We've got a bit of armour. Extra reload speed. Just spam, flame, spam, whatever bombs we've got. So there we go. There's the flamer. So we've been hit there, but the armour is tanking that very, very well. The idea is that I will hopefully not be taking damage with the the armour, and I will be trying to run any module and upgrade with armour, even if it slows this thing down to a fault. But if I do end up taking damage, there you go. So we're going to fire even faster. And the main reason for that, and this might be very, very flawed logic, is that when we are charging enemies like this, they're only doing a small amount of damage. I'm not concerned, especially wave 1, you know what I mean? But when it comes to getting overwhelmed and taking damage, if we start to take damage, that's when we really need to be taking those opponents out, because we can normally take on a couple of hits because of our armour. If it starts to break the armour, we need to make sure that every weapon is literally melting the barrels and firing as fast as possible. The enemies all around us are excellent. We can fire in any direction. Okay, so we have reinforced hull, extra HP, but reduction speed, but plus 3 ram damage. Don't really know about the ram damage thing. Bombard, no. Escort slots, no. Careful aim, none of that. 100% damage from fire, no. Fragmentation grenades, there's nothing in there that really speaks to me, apart from maybe the reinforced hull. But I'm going to start saving up for, what else have we got? High pressure flamethrower, more range, or High temperature flamethrower, more damage. Ooh, I like the idea of the high pressure, high temperature one. Let's go wave 2 and we'll see how we can get on from there. So I think last time we got a decent run of it because we were focusing on a lot of working with a certain faction and leveling that faction up. So let's see. Reward is a cannon over there. Fine. Trilinear church. We've got extra scrap value, basic modules. That's very hard. Fight that one, defend the town. Then we can go for wreckers. Fungus, pirates, clockwork wasps. I'm going to go with giant bees. It says it's very hard, and it probably is. But it's wave 2, so I'm going to regret saying this, but how hard can it be? Already, quite a bit. But remember, we take -1... We have -1 boarding damage, so if they do, like, rammers, then it's like, oh, that's a shame. And you can already see we've taken out that entire swarm there. So there you go. Yeah, just go right through them. Let's just get around the side of them and then fire as they try to circle around, because they're not the most agile of things, these things. Well, actually, they probably are not too bad. It's just they tend to come in like in a certain direction, and you have to. I think there was some pickup up here. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, they tend to turn in a big swarm. They don't like sort of break off and go everywhere, which is like that sort of mentality of the things being represented here. And good little flame there. And yeah, it could have been a hard fight, but you know, I think we played it well. And let's see if I'll pick this last bit up. I think I just did that. Yes, good. Oh, right. So, immediately 4 Hussar Bays. That's not bad. Ritual Circle. Interesting. Guided. Guided's good, but I think just more spam. Do I want the aerial Hussar Bays? Actually, is there anything else we want? I'm not really bothered about the speed. It would be good, but it is a module. I'm going to upgrade to more damage, and because we've got the Hussar Bays there, I think we will pick it up. Do we really need it, though? It's only 90. I say it's only 90. We could get the Ritual Circle for 60. Do I really need Hussar Bays? I don't think so. Engineering training there, which is repair speed and weapon upgrade cost. Should have picked that up before the flamethrowers, but no matter. Don't even know if I'm going to bother with it, because I want to save up for anything to do with armour. That's right, the modules, we're going to go with armour. I'm going to ignore the Hussar Bays. Jury rigging, 50 experience, minus 25% weapon upgrade cost, and minus 10% accuracy. I'm picking that up, and then getting more damage. Because we literally do not care about the accuracy. It is just fire, fire, fire. Okay, so we have Foreign Scouts, which is a hard difficulty. Fungus, which is a reward of a cannon. Wreckers or Fungus. I'm going to go with the Fungus. Collect Fungus for the village, and just because it's we gain a reward off it, so we can circle around those guys. I know I've mentioned it several times. Let's just ram into that one, and yeah, more fire, more better. And I think in the past, a lot of these things I've not had success with because I've went and just played it, and you know, you do you, your mileage may vary, but I've just played it in one particular way instead of proper leaning into what the vessel's all about. I think that's a lot of my downside in the past. And you live and learn. But yeah, sometimes just going completely one direction, even if it's going to be at the detriment later on, at the end of the day it's fun, and it often does work. Let's just get through here. So I've not taken any damage on this yet, but we've taken all them out, and that was good. That was another good run. The middle, bit of damage, on 4 HP, doesn't matter. Okay, so we have Suspendium Cannon. I'm just going to rule that out. It's a precision weapon. We're on minus 54% accuracy. It ain't happening. Supply hatch, plus 25% border damage. No. We've got reduction. Extra scrap value, gather range. No. Lightning field. Not really feeling that. I'd like just something area effecty. Extra HP, reduction in speed and ram damage. It is only 50 and it goes in the slot. It's not a module. I'll pick it up for the extra HP. And putting this on to 17 is actually okay. We'll get a cheeky refresh on that, see what else we got. There's the Hussar base. Don't want that. I don't think I've ever bought the training facility before. And Helmsman, minus 10% hit radius, plus 5% turn speed. That's pretty good. Ambition pills, 40. Minus 10% reload speed. Sorry, plus 10% reload speed. Minus 25% accuracy. Yeah, go on, why not? We're on 41% accuracy. It's ridiculous, I know, but it's happening. That's a reward of a cannon. You get workshop. But I'm going to go with this easy one, this Clockwork Wasp one, just because you get money. And you can see now, the guys firing this are in an advanced state of refreshment, shall we say. They don't care. They just see blips on a screen and they're just firing away. Actually, they probably don't even see that. They're just seeing flashes in the night sky, and they're just going, "Yep, must be something enemy-wise." Actually, no, it's the catering vessel, sir. Whoops. Anyway, I think that one I've just picked up actually is probably not the way to go. For the money we paid, and for what it does, which is only 10% reload speed, getting minus 25% accuracy on top of the other 54% we had is a very questionable decision. But anyway, made some of those in my life, let me tell you. Maybe not. Let's see about that, and we'll go up here. It's an easy fight, and I think we've only hit once in this one. 17 health remaining, 5 seconds. Let's just plow into here. Even if we get rammed, it doesn't matter. We just pick up everything else and do some donuts. Actually, turns on a dime there. Okay, what have we got here? So we have armoured casemates, reduction in reload speed, but extra armour. Bought it straight away. That's it. Engineering training. I'm going to pick that up. Constant experimentation. Reduction in reload speed, plus XP gain, and minus 30% ship upgrade cost. Not bad. Oh, Blood Amulet, I'm locking it. Minus 1 enemy border damage. Perfect for what we want, just a bit too expensive at the moment. Volatile explosives. We don't have that. Acid. The range is less than the flamethrower. No, not going to happen. That will do for now. Foreign Scouts, another hard fight. If we defend the monastery, we gain 80 generic currency and plus 1 with the Trilunar Church. Or Trilinear, or whatever I've called it there. So Foreign Scouts, these guys I really dislike versing against because they've got armour and they hit with their weapons fairly well. But what we can do is get right inside them like that now. But the problem is there when they group up. What I'm going to do now is just hopefully class my armour as the protection system, which it should be. That's certainly not the catering system. That went okay. Let's see if I can just get straight into these guys. You just get into them and you just start swinging. Obviously the accuracy doesn't matter when you're 4 feet from the captain's galley. Bait the shots out there, and you can get a couple of shots fired off before you can get in. What are we on here? 12 health, 12 seconds remaining. May have messed this one up though. Feels like I've just bitten off too much I can chew. Although no, we've taken them out. Good, another fight, another good fight. That was a hard fight, that one. Statistically, I think that was all actually fine. Okay, this is a doctrine of fire and manoeuvre. Plus 1% reload speed per 2% turn speed increase. We don't have any turn speed increase, so that's probably not really much of a thing. Explosion radius, minus 30% repair speed. Another weapons upgrade training. Just weapon repair speed is good. Overload weapons, minus 15% reload speed, plus 50% damage and explosion damage per armor. Ooh. So reduction in reload speed. What is our reload speed? 99% reload speed, but extra 30% damage per armor. Picking that up, and we're picking up the Blood Amulet. All right. So we've got tanky, extra damage, and when we take damage, we fire a lot quicker. So the idea is get inside the horde, the wave, and yeah, basically, yeah, do them in like that. That's it. That's what we want. That's what we're after. All right. So we've basically gone mini battleship, but without the cannons, we've just gone full melee. So this guy's coming at us. I don't know if it caused any damage whatsoever there. In fact, it didn't because the bottom left hasn't activated. They didn't cause... Oh, no, it caused a little bit of damage. So we're firing a lot faster. And there they go. And I keep turning the vessel around, even though I know I don't need to. Although I think there's some armour that is only on like the front, but it's just a matter of habit. I wouldn't have thought that against wreckers we'd have been doing this well. So yeah, come on. It doesn't really matter they're coming at me. And oh look, you're gone. And then we'll head down. And boom. Okay. So far it feels like we've made the right choice when it comes to our selections, of at least most of them. Right, now we're talking. Now we're talking. So we have Energy Focus Mark II. 4 damage, 62 rounds per second, and 300 focal range. So it's basically like a beam that it just like hits in a certain area in the middle. I have used it before and I've never really got away with it. I still think just more bomb spam the better. These are incendiary grenades, which seems to be the perfect thing for us. Get in there and just incendiary grenade everything. Maybe. Worm Eye Temple. Reduction in money at the start, extra reload speed, and enemy becomes stunned every 0.2 seconds. Fire Amulet, don't need that. Don't need that. I'm going to go with incendiary grenades because it also... Yeah, it works with the whole setting things on fire thing with this. And then I'm going to say that's probably next wave. Clockwork Wasp's hard, which is a reward of 150. Cultists is... We gain bonuses in Tri-Lunar Church, which we did say we were trying to go for. Oh, we did mention it. After that, Pirates. I think we'll do that. So we will go with that one. And it's something that we don't think we've actually went down. So, I mean, I reckon... To be honest, I could probably just sit here with this one, although let's see how accurate that happens to be. We've got no allies on this, and you can see the grenades are going out. The problem with the grenades is the grenades are not very good at, the grenades, so they go as far as the person can fling them, I assume. Although I don't know, there might be mechanical systems in play. I don't know the narrative. But basically what I'm saying is, their velocity is poor. I've always things like flamethrowers, surely that's poor as well. Well, not when it's got high pressure gases or flammable liquids behind it. You'll be amazed. If you've ever seen a flamethrower in real life fight, especially on like, I always go back to like the Churchill crocodile or something, utterly terrifying. Other flamethrower tanks are available. Let's see if we can go up here, pick up the pickup, and that's another great fight. Wave 7. Good. Escort slots. We haven't even picked up an escort, so there's no point in that. Going to be training. No. Could go with more damage, enemies become afraid. But I'm very tempted to just go and wait and just get the bigger flamethrower, because I don't think the incendiary grenade's like is fantastic. I'll do a cheeky refresh. Let's see what's on here. Minus 15 HP, plus 10% speed. We don't need light in the load. Engineering training, extra repair speed, weapon upgrade cost. That seems like the obvious one to pick. No, I think that's going to be about it. Next wave. Giant Bee is very hard. A reward is a light Thopter. That would be good. That'd be really good. After that, that fungus. Allies a cultist warship with +1 cultist reputation. Then flying crabs with nomads. Then you have options with nomads, mad scientist, and yeah, it's going all over the place, isn't it? Defeat a mechanical dragonfly. It does feel like the bees to get a light Thopter would be decent. Because going down here would give us, yes, an ally as a cultist warship, but +1 to cultist. We got nothing in the reputation for that one. Then the next one would be +1 with nomads. We got nothing with them as well. I think I'm going to go with... I'm going to regret the giant bees one. I can already tell that this is probably a mistake, but whatever. Let's see how we get on. I am going to fly around and just spam grenades. The advantage with the grenades is obviously they've got a delayed effect. So it means that if we destroy something and there's nothing else there, you know, that the fuse might go off maybe a second after it's been... I think the technical term is yeeted in gunnery school. Because if you're pulling the trigger on this, you're going to ruin someone's day. So yeah, you do that, and basically, yeah, is this double wreckage stopping enemies in the radius? Yeah. Not there's been much wreckage, you understand. But yeah, that means that stuff blows up, you get more stuff after the fact. Potentially, you know. 15 seconds remaining. Been an absolutely easy one, this. Don't know if it's a reflection of our design. The enemies we're fighting, this might be a little bit harder because there's a lot of them around. As we said, the actual speed of which the guns spin around is exceptional. So light thopter, it's free, carries grenades, a lot of that going around. There's an interesting one. Frontal plating, 144. Minus speed. What are we on speed? 243 speed. But no plus or minus. But it's 144 and it gives us frontal armour. I like the idea of all over armour rather than frontal. I also like the idea of a bigger flamethrower. So I'm going to pick that up, and I've locked the frontal plating because I'm not 100% convinced. I also didn't want the science vessel because I want something to put us out. Fire-wise. Let's go next, and it's going to be the foreign scouts, and this is probably going to be a harder fight, this one, so we're going to go straight in to the opponent. Actually, so there, that frontal armour might have come into play, but at the same time, just being able to get in there, and them all saying scared, and see the turning away, which actually doesn't really matter for these guys, because they've got ranged weapons, they've got turrets, so they still keep firing. But, oh, let me pick this up. Let's go ahead and go straight towards the enemy. So yeah, that one armor, one damage there, we might not have taken if we had that frontal armor. But let's see, I like the idea of all-round armored bug carapace type of thing. And we've got a matching armored thopter. Don't know if you saw there, stopped, and that was actually a mistake. I didn't mean to stop. I just pressed the wrong button at the time, and it actually meant that the shots that they fired missed completely. Where are we on? 12 seconds remaining, and quite frankly, yeah, no fear. Fear is the mind killer. We must not fear. Straight in. Collect that. Can I get the other one? Yeah, of course we can. Excellent. So scavenger saw. Another light thopter there. Do you want double light thopter? It would look pretty cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm going to lock it. I'm only 10 off as well. I'm going to refresh that. I could get the frontal plating. I'm going to refresh it again. Reduction in armour. Full speed ahead. Plus 10% reload speed, minus 30% range, plus 20% speed, and okay, I'm just going to end the chat there. So, Clockwork Hornets, very hard. Defeat a mechanical dragonfly, or giant bees. It depends what they lead on to. Oh, there's a trolley on a church. One reward there, that's nomads. Oh, they're all hard fights up here. Oh, no guts no glory. Come on, what's this one? I don't know what fight this is, but I'm gonna give it a go. You know, I'll give it a shot. Why not? So far, defeating whatever comes at us. Oh, maybe not now. Wow. Wow. That shouldn't have worked, but it did. I think because of the grenades. Right, here's the big dragonfly coming in, and the thing is, it has to get within a really close range of us. So let's just see what we can do. What we can do actually is absolutely rip it to shreds, and I'm purposely getting close to get hit. He says it's a bit of an excuse, because I want to fire faster, and there it goes. I don't like them explosion ones though. This is bad. This is bad. 1 HP. 1 HP. 6, 5, 4. Just get away from them. 3, 2. Oh, please no. Ah. That was close. It was 1 second remaining. If it wasn't for them exploding bugs, I reckon we would have got that. considering that the majority of our fights there were hard or very hard. I don't even know what wave that was. It felt like 9 or 10. But even if it is under 10, or if it is 10 or below, I'm not disappointed in that. Yeah, I think you can tank that bug up to the max. Don't know about the grenades. Certainly extra flamethrower and extra... Just don't care about the accuracy. Just don't care. They fire so fast. Yeah, just let them fire everywhere, spin round, it doesn't matter. Just keep the accuracy reduction, keep it going down and down and down, keep going damage up, maybe even a bit of range if you need to. What would have been a better use of our money for another weapon? I'm not too sure. Not too sure there's anything on weapons on this list. No. I'm not sure, actually. I'd like to know your thoughts on that one. But that's been a bit of the Exterminator. A lot more fun than I remember, which is often the case. Next time, I think we'll look at the gunboat, because that would make it the last vessel, I believe, that we haven't tried. So, definitely cruiser. We got to win off the battleship. Airplane, yes. The pyropopter. Ridiculous. The blade copter, I think I've played that. Ornithopter, maybe. Yeah, I'm fairly sure. The popter, yes. Clockwork cruiser. We got to the end fight. It was brilliant, that thing. The copter, yes, definitely science vessel. We have, but it was a very long time ago when it was actually broken. Getting 2 suspendium cannons and massive amounts of energy shields, you just blasted things apart. Ironclad for sure. Bomb vessel was fun. That Exterminator was pretty fun as well. Corvette was fine. Beam frigate. Really like the spinal suspendium beam. It's just very niche. Skybase was fun. Gunboat, not really tried in anger. Ram, more fun than I thought. Flagship, I think I could do better on that one. Torpedo boat, haven't played it in a while, so I might have to have another look at that one. And it's got armour as well, just low HP. Just big explosions. I think we just double down on that one. Supply ship, well, it exists. Missile cruiser, we've only played that the once, and again, it's yeah, the weapon just you need more weapon. Wing leader and scout leader. The less I say about that, the better. I'm not saying it's about the game; it's about me. I'm just useless at them. Mine layer was fun. Cultist cruiser, also fun. Carrier, we're definitely having a look at that again at some point because we haven't got a win off it. Sky Fortress is now even better as well. Galley, yeah. That's a thing. Apparently the blister's really good. I didn't maximise it. But there you go. That's been a bit more of Airships Lost Flotilla. Still got all the legs in it. Still having fun. And by all means, let me know in the comments what you think. Not just for this run, but for others. Hope you have enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching. Take care. And generic partings.